Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington. Let's talk about Star Trek Picard, final season, episode number 5, The Imposters. This episode was off the chain. Hard, completely hard, you know? And let me ask this, right? Please leave a comment if you know this. I'm watching a lot of sci-fi TV series, right? And thus far, right now, Star Trek Picard, the final season, is the best thing out right now. Now, if you know of something totally different, and please don't say The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian is a snoozer thus far, but if you know of something else, leave that show title in a comment, because I would like to know. Because right now, Star Trek Picard, I am surprised that I am saying this, but Star Trek Picard, the final season, the final season is banging. Now, should we call it the final season or the reunion? Because it sounds like they're gonna bring, Janeway. We saw Worf. You know they're gonna bring LaForge back. And also like Troy is coming back. I mean, who knows? Guinan may make an appearance. So this may be like a true reunion, family reunion. On top of that, with all the fixings, potato salad, all that sort of stuff, right? But right now, the 5th episode of Star Trek Picard, the final season, this joint was just slamming. It was banging. It had everything you would imagine or you would think that a Star Trek episode would have. Character building, side plots that actually connect to the main story. Unlike some other TV series that I'm not going to mention, The Mandalorian. But, we're not going to talk about that right now. And then they introduced the changelings, right? And the evolution of the changelings are just bananas. I mean, just imagine the changelings from like Deep Space Nine to today, Now, what's really interesting about the changelings are, just when you see them, right? They're very easy to kill. 2 taps, bam, bam, that's it, right? But, they do have like technology when it comes to their warships, obviously. Vatic, who did not make an appearance this episode, and I am so glad because she is so annoying, but we also now know that she's probably a changeling as well, but Imposters was really good. So you have like Captain Shaw. Captain Shaw is kind of weird, right? I mean, are you Starfleet or are you someone else, right? Just get on board, Picard and like Riker are trying to save the world, trying to save the galaxy. This guy is like trying to get them arrested and everything. And then, Ro showed up. I mean, remember Ro from like, Next Generation? She showed up, and Jack Crusher is, I don't know, is he like the master changeling, or he's a changeling, or does he have some sort of a superpower? Because he was just like straight swissing these changelings up. I was just like, wow, okay, what is this guy? What's going on, And then with the changelings, they have blood plasma, they have like body organs, they're very, very, very difficult to detect, which is how they got on the ship and everything else, right? And then, so basically Ro was like, listen, you got to get out of here, trust no one. That's the same thing that Beverly Crusher said in the beginning. She said, trust no one, not even Starfleet. Starfleet is completely compromised by the changelings at the highest levels. Starfleet Command. If you really think about that, right? Because the Borg couldn't even do that. The Borg couldn't even infiltrate Starfleet Command. But, they came in with their metal and everything, and it was very easy to detect them. Whereas the changelings, they can just switch up, change into anyone, right? So it's very interesting because, if this is a more formidable opponent than the Borg, because they have infiltrated Starfleet Command, how are they going to defeat these, this species? But here's the thing. Just based on episode number 5, The Imposters, this is just going to get better and better and better. I am super excited about Picard. I am absolutely amazed that I am saying that as well because, season 1 and season 2 was kind of weird, but they came back, and like I said, I wasn't too sure, where this was going based on the first episode and the second episode of the final season. But we see where things are going. Like I said, Star Trek, they do the same thing. They character building, subplots that connect to the main story, the whole 9, love stories, love connections, all that stuff, data like learning how to play classical music, all of that stuff. So they are just like doing what they do. What am I gonna rate this episode? I'm gonna rate this episode a 9. Star Trek Picard, final season, episode number 5, Imposters, I gave it a 9. Go check it out. This episode is banging, it's hard, it is awesome. Well, until next time, peace.